It's that time again. January football is coming up very, very soon. And we got the playoffs to talk about. We only got 2 more weeks of the regular season. I know. This NFL season's gone by so fast, man. It is something else. It really is. And I've been impressed. I really have been. This has been an amazing season. And we're also near the holiday season. So, shout out to all you guys. I'm thankful for you guys being here with me. I know it sounded like Thanksgiving there for a second. But thankful for you guys. And I'm great to spend the holidays with my family and friends. Let me know what you guys are most thankful for your Christmas and holiday season. Now, continuing on to the video, shall I say, that's the whole reason why you're here, I would hope so, is playoffs. January and February are most commonly known for the NFL about the playoffs. The playoffs, there are 14 teams that get to make it, 7 divided by half for each conference. The NFC gets 7, the AFC gets 7. The first 2 seeds, so the first seed on the AFC and the first seed on the NFC, let me clear that up, they both get a bye, which means they do not have to play in the wild card. There are 3 playoff rounds before the Super Bowl, the big game. The wild card, which the first 2 seeds get a skip, then the divisional, then the AFC or the NFC conference championship, and then the Super Bowl. Now, let me give you a little bit of history of the playoffs. Before the NFL was even a fully thing, they were 2 different leagues. The AFC was a different league, the NFC was a different league. And so they collided as one, and they were like, who has the best football team in America? And so they created the Super Bowl. And now we are here 59 years later to talk about it. The playoffs. Entertaining. Super, super entertaining. And now we got some good teams to go against or talk about. We got some good teams to talk about just real quickly for the playoffs and their path to Super Bowl 59 if they make it or likelihood of making it. And so first I want to talk about the Broncos and the Commanders. Now this is week 17 upcoming. Week 16 just ended tonight. Saints and Packers just ended tonight. Packers with a blowout. First shutout this season. Gotta give a shout out to the Packers. And the Broncos and Commanders, both the 7th seed. Commanders have a way likeliness or chance to make the playoffs than the Broncos, per NFL's website. Commanders have a 94% chance to make it. The Broncos have a 76%. The teams that are on the bubble, and on the bubble means by week 18, if you didn't make the playoffs, you're eliminated. That's what on the bubble means. And speaking of on the bubble, there are 5 teams still remaining. You got the Colts, Bucks, Dolphins, Seahawks, and Bengals, in no particular order. And the Colts are hugely down after losing to the Broncos a couple weeks before. But this week, they went against the Titans, and they had a big lead, but they almost lost it, 38-30. I was watching that game because I have Anthony Richardson at quarterback for whatever flipping reason. I love Anthony Richardson. He's a great quarterback. He just needs to lock in. Sorry for that. But Chargers, likelihood of making it 95. They already clinched it. So the 7th seed is still up for the Broncos. If they find a way to lose it, that's going to be super funny to me. Because they go against the Chiefs week 18. So that will be huge for each and every team that's on the bubble and in the hunt. Now, in the hunt means you're in the playoffs, but you haven't clinched anything yet until week 18 or yada yada. Now, the Atlanta Falcons, the 4th seed, they're a toss-up between the Falcons and Bucks. So, how the playoffs work, the first 4 seeds are the conference division winners. So let me give you an example. The Chiefs had the best record in the AFC West. The Bills have the best record in the AFC East. I think they're the East. The Steelers have the best in the AFC North. And the Texans have the best in the AFC South. So the Falcons have not clinched anything yet, because the Falcons are 8-7, while Tampa is also 8-7. But Atlanta does have the winning edge, since you go against each team in your conference 2 times. Sorry, why did I say 5? I don't know. 2 times. You go against them twice each season. You go against twice. So the Chiefs would go against Broncos twice, 1 home, 1 away. Raiders twice, 1 home, 1 away. 2 Chargers, 1 home, 1 away. Yada, yada, yada. And Falcons, they could be kicked out of the playoffs. They only have a 54% chance of making it. Now, I want to talk about the whole reason why I've been wanting to make this video is because, for 2 reasons. And I'm going to talk about this first one right now. The Lions, Eagles, and Vikings. The Eagles' loss versus the Commanders was huge for the first seed. The Lions and Vikings, whoever stays undefeated for the rest of the season, which is 2 more games, is going to clinch it unless Philly... I don't even think Philly can anymore. But whoever clinches it, the Vikings or the Lions, they have to go undefeated, because they both go against each other week 18. So that would be a very, very important game, and I will be watching that. Probably not live streaming it, but I will be watching it. Yes, sir, I will be watching that game. So that's a toss-up. They're both 13-2 in the NFC North, which is the same thing as the AFC North, but the other conference, just the NFC. And now the bigger one. The AFC race. 1st seed Chiefs, 2nd seed Bills, 3rd seed Steelers, 4th seed Texans, 6th seed Chargers, 7th seed Broncos. Which means 3 out of the 4 in the AFC West would make it. Sounds a little bit scary if you ask me. But if the Chiefs get a bye, since they have the 1st seed, just like the Lions or whoever wins it in the NFC North. And the highest seed, which is the Bills as of right now, would go against the lowest seed, which is the Broncos. And if, I'm just assuming things right here, I think the Bills would win that game. Okay, so the Bills go up to the divisional. Steelers would have to go against the Chargers. I think the Steelers would win that game. Although it's kind of a toss-up now, but I think the Steelers would win that game. Okay, and then the Texans versus Ravens at Houston. I think Baltimore would easily slide by, which, if you didn't know, the Chargers and the Broncos are eliminated, and the 5th seed was Baltimore. So that means that we would have to go against Baltimore in the playoffs. And that is scary. That is kind of scary. So then that would mean that Baltimore goes to Arrowhead, Pittsburgh goes to New York. New York, Buffalo. And I think the Bills would win that. And I would hope the Chiefs would win versus Baltimore. And that would mean it would be a Chiefs versus Bills AFC Championship, just like 2021. Although we ultimately won, but we ultimately lost in the Super Bowl, which kind of hurt. But aside from that, these playoffs are interesting. These final 2 weeks that we have, it's going to be one fun time. One fun time also, because on Wednesday, I'm going to be watching the Chiefs go against the Steelers. That's going to be so much fun for me. And I hope you guys have a great holly jolly Christmas. As always, it's your boy Nash, and I got a dash, and I'll see y'all in the very, very next one. Peace!